horror. The horror.
Marlow sits on the Nelly, waiting for the tide on the Thames, beginning to recount his African journey. He tells of his youthful passion for maps, specifically the blank spaces that promised mystery and great adventure. His aunt helps him secure a job with the Belgian company, replacing a captain killed in a dispute. Marlow travels to Brussels to sign his contract, finding the city oppressive and the company's offices very eerie. He encounters two knitting women at the office, who seem to guard the door to a dark, unknown fate. After a long voyage, he arrives at the company's outer station, where he witnesses chaos and immense suffering. Black laborers are dying in a grove of trees, victims of the brutal inefficiency of the colonial machine. Marlow meets the chief accountant, who remains impeccably dressed despite the surrounding decay and the overwhelming forest heat. The accountant mentions Kurtz, a remarkable agent in the interior who sends back more ivory than all others. Marlow treks 200 miles into the interior, finally reaching the central station, where his steamboat has sunk. The manager of the station is a cold, hollow man who seems to thrive on the general stagnation. Marlow spends months repairing his ship, hearing constant rumors about Kurtz's mysterious illness and his incredible artistic genius. The El Dorado exploring expedition arrives, a group of greedy men seeking wealth without any true moral or purpose. Finally, the boat is fixed, and Marlow begins the arduous journey upriver toward Kurtz's distant and secluded station. The river is a treacherous path into a prehistoric world, where silence is heavy and the forest watches. They reach the inner station, surrounded by heads on stakes, and meet a frantic Russian harlequin devoted to Kurtz. Kurtz appears, a skeletal, godlike figure who has succumbed to the primitive darkness and his own immense ego.
I am not such a fool as I look, or as you have been led to believe. I will return.
Marlow retrieves the dying Kurtz, who famously whispers his final, haunting judgment on life. The horror. The horror.
The horror. The horror.
Back in Europe, Marlow visits Kurtz's fiancée and lies, saying Kurtz's last word was her own beloved name.
You heard his last words. Repeat them to me. I want something to live with.
The last word he pronounced was your name.
I knew it. I was sure.
He concludes his tale as the tide turns, leaving the Nelly's listeners staring into a heart of darkness.